Salvete discipuli. In today's video lesson, we will study the dramatic conclusion to the story Tribunus, in which Agricola will be tasking Rufus with interrogating Quintus, and Quintus will finally get to tell his side of the story. Venenum paravit ut memorem haruspicem Romanum necaret. He prepared poison in order to kill Memor, a Roman soothsayer. Okay, again, now this is Salvius talking to Agricola. This is an absolute lie. Okay, we know that Salvius is the one who came up with this poison cup plot. He got Memor involved, who tasked his freedman Cephalus, and the whole point was to try to kill Cogidubnus. Okay, so this is a purpose clause. The word ut means in order to. It has here this imperfect tense subjunctive verb, literally in order that he might kill. Memorem is the direct object of the verb. Okay, but this is a total lie. Postquam rem non effecit, me ipsum accusavit. After he didn't carry out the matter, he accused me myself. So, again, total lies from Salvius. It was Salvius's idea. Now he's trying to spin this as being like Quintus's idea. Noli ei credere, multo perfidior est quam Britanni. Don't believe him. Now, noli is just the imperative of the verb to not want, okay? So literally, noli would mean don't want. But in Latin, we use the imperative or command form of this verb as the way to form what is called a negative command or a prohibition, okay? Following the word noli, we have the infinitive, to believe, okay? To believe or to trust. Ei is dative, okay? So in isolation, ei could mean to him or her or for him or her. Credere takes a dative object, okay? So noli ei credere, don't believe him. He is much more treacherous than the Britons. Okay, so multo just means much. The LT of multo just turns into the CH in Spanish. So believe it or not, this is the word mucho. Okay, so perfidior, this is the IOR is what we call the comparative form. So more treacherous. Multo perfidio, much more treacherous than the Britons. Haec cum audivisset, Agricola respondit. When he heard these things. Now, these two words could have been inverted. In fact, more commonly, you do have cum as the beginning of a sentence in which it occurs. So, cum haec audivisset is another very common way you would have seen this sentence. But it's possible to put haec first. So, when he heard these things, Agricola responded. Now, again, he has no reason not to believe these things are true. And so he says, Si talia fecit, ei moriendum est, talking about Quintus. If he did such things, literally, ei moriendum est, means literally, it must be died by him, okay? Now, what this impersonal gerundive, okay, so this construction, when you have a gerundive in the neuter, this is called the impersonal gerundive construction. Literally, it must be died by him, but better translation, he must die. So, remember, Quintus has arrived. Okay, Quintus is being interrogated by Rufus while Salvius and Agricola continue speaking. Mox revenit Rufus valde attonitus. Soon Rufus returned very astonished. Quintus Caecilius est juvenis summae fidei, patrem meum, quem Alexandriae reliqui bene noverat. Quintus Caecilius is a young man, summae fidei, of the highest trust. He knew well, bene noverat, starting from the end of the sentence. The object of bene noverat is going to be patrem meum, which starts the sentence. He knew well my father, whom I left behind at Alexandria. Hoc procerto habeo, quod Quintus hanc epistulam mihi ostendit, a patre ipso scriptam. This, I have this for certain. Now, this is an idiom that means I know this is true, or I know this is sure or certain. So literally, habeo, I have. What do I have? Hoc, this. How do I have it? Procerto, for certain. Because, quote, Quintus showed me this letter. Hanc epistulam mihi ostendit. Now, scriptam is the past participle describing epistulam. Okay, so it is a letter, scriptam, written a patre ipso, by, understood, my father himself. So remember, this was why Quintus came to Britannia. He has this letter from Barbalus. He has finally fulfilled his mission. He has delivered it to Rufus. Rufus knows that his father wants forgiveness, and he certainly is extending it. He's going to find peace, but he also completely trusts Quintus. If Barbalus really entrusted Quintus with this mission, as far as Rufus is concerned, General Agricola, you should believe Quintus, not Salvius. Agricola statim quintum ad se vocavit, ceterosque demissit, Salvius quintum detestatus anxius exeit. Agricola immediately called Quintus to himself, ad se, and dismissed the others, ceterosque demissit. Salvius. Now, detestatus is the past participle of the deponent verb detestor, to curse. Okay, and so as you've learned, the past participle of a deponent verb is active and it can take an object. So he anxiously left, having cursed Quintus. Okay, having cursed Quintus. Anxious is an adjective describing him. He anxiously left. So he's anxious because he knows that Agricola is going to be likely now to believe Quintus. Agricola cum Quinto colloquium 3 horas habebat. Agricola had, literally was having, habebat, but we're translating it here as had for convenience. He had a conversation with Quintus, cum Quinto colloquium. How long did it last? For 3 hours. This is an example of what we call the accusative of time, okay? So when you have a unit of time with a number and it's in the accusative, we translate that as like for a certain amount of time, okay? So it describes duration. So if 3 horas means for 3 hours, how would you translate decem annos? Annos is the accusative plural. Accusative of time, for 10 years.